if my past predicted my future, why wouldn't I relapse? Like that doesn't make any sense. People can change. We're human beings. We have issues. My ex also sold drugs in his past, but does that make him like a bad person today? No. People make mistakes. So I don't know.
Are you referencing the fact that you have a high body count?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's just my opinion.
People can change, but because of your high body count and your previous sexual addiction, that might be a reason or reasons why a man might want to disqualify you or preclude pursuing you because of that.
And that's fine. That's their personal preference. But if you're going to use my past against me and say that, like I can no longer emotionally connect with a man because I've done this, and this with however many people, that's just not true. I feel like when I look at a man that I'm in love with to this day, I still feel, I just personal experience, I just don't feel that way.
But the thing is that, I mean, sure, that could be the case, but I mean, there's studies on this. CDC did the study on this. I mean, the more premarital sexual partners you've had, the greater likelihood of infidelity, the greater likelihood of reporting relationship dissatisfaction, the greater likelihood of divorce, greater likelihood of STD, greater likelihood of, let's see, what else? You have a more difficult time pair bonding.
Right. So, but did they do that study with women that were consistently sleeping with multiple men, or did they do that study with women that like slept with like 50 dudes like 1 year and then they held off for like 2 years straight? Because I feel like the longer as time goes on, my body's kind of like reset itself. It's like I'm getting sober again. You know what I mean? I'm finally seeing with like a clearer head and not having to sexualize everybody all the time. Because I sexualize women just as much as I did men. Like it was always a competition thing, right? Because I was trying to have sex. So, but regardless, you know what I mean?
Well, I don't know if this is, and this just occurred to me, so I don't know if it's a perfect analogy, but you mentioned, well, what if, how soon after the promiscuity, so to speak, did they do the study? I'm not sure on that, but this might not be an apt analogy. I think take cigarette smokers, for example. So if someone's just constantly smoking every single day, and then you do a study on their lungs or something, this might not even make sense. You do a study on their lungs and they just smoked a pack yesterday, maybe there's going to be something there. But then if they cease smoking, say for 2 years, I think there is some degree of regeneration that your lungs can undertake. However, your lungs will still be fucked up. There's some permanent damage there that's not going to be undone.
Yeah, and listen, again, I'm not looking for a high value man. You know what I mean? I would probably find somebody within my league, like somebody who's in recovery, somebody who knows how, even then, like some people still can't understand sex addiction. They don't even think it's a real thing, but like somebody who's in that field. So I think generally in life, people date within their leagues. I don't think men date down or anything like that. But
actually, well, I would say men do date.
I don't think
date down.
Well, why are like models marrying with athletes, and like why are celebrities marrying celebrities? You know what I mean? Or models marrying presidents, or you could say, that people date generally within their social class or league.
Well, I mean, there's generally speaking, I say men date across and down socioeconomic hierarchies. Women date across and up socioeconomic hierarchies. I mean, I don't know. It's just my opinion. Not only date, but men will sleep down. Most women won't sleep down.
Yeah, men will sleep down for sure. But I don't know.
Men date down too.
I don't think so. Men date down?
Yeah.
No.
It's way harder for men to get women than the reverse.
I'll tell you, I've like flirted with guys that I know are out of my league, and they don't want anything to do with me.
Yeah.
So they don't date down.
Well, it's not a guarantee that all men are going to, but I would say generally speaking, men will date down.
Oh, are you talking about social class or attractiveness?
Both.
Oh, okay.
Men definitely date down social class.
You could argue that.
A man who's a doctor, a man who's an attorney will date a barista. A female attorney, a female doctor, she's probably not looking a barista's way.
I don't know.
Attractiveness, that's a bit, I'd say men still date down on that realm, but that's a different.
No way, dude. No, Come on, Brian. You can't be pulling my leg like that.
Well,
I think they'll screw down. I think they'll screw what, you know how many, I've had like Instagram male models drive all the way up from LA to like my house to come get it on with me. What? But would he ever date me? No.
Okay, that's a fair point. Yes.
Right.
A lot of men will sleep points down.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you think of their equivalent attractiveness level, yeah, they'll sleep down for
Yeah.
sure. But you're right that in terms of getting commitment from that guy, no.
There you go. That was
Yeah.
my point.
No, so yes, you're right. Like,
Yeah.
but I would say, but here's the thing though, is women don't sleep down looks either, generally speaking. For I would say, and look, there's outliers. Some chick might be drunk and she hooks up
Well,
some.
she will if
frog
she's
or some
into the
shit.
guy, right? Like if she has an
Okay,
Go
but yeah,
ahead.
so a guy can make up for it in other ways
Yeah.
through status, money, and personality. So if charismatic, men can make up for their bad looks in other ways, whereas I think women, you know, even if you got a great personality, it's not gonna shift that much in terms of the kind of sexual pull that or relationship pull that you can get from men. However, for a woman to sleep with a guy, he needs to be at least attractive enough for her to consider being in a relationship with him. When I say attractive, at least attractive enough, physically attractive enough.
Oh yeah, I agree there.
He has to at least be physically attractive enough for her to consider being in a relationship with. Whereas for men, it's the opposite. Men will sleep with women in terms of their physical appearance that they would never consider being in a relationship with.
Right, but you said that men date down as far as women's appearance, and I said
They still
that-
do. Because some men like, yeah, men don't have a lot of options. So women sleep with who they want, men sleep with who they can. So, and a lot of guys in the
Well,
space.
sleep or date.
Well, a lot of guys in this space say women control access to sex, men control access to relationship.
Right.
I disagree with that. Only the top tier men control access to relationships. Women still have the power in both of those because most men, like a lot of men, really struggle to get women, whether that's even to sleep with or, by the way, the computer's going to go black. Don't worry about it. Whether that's to sleep with or to get a relationship with.
Right.
So
But at the same time, like, sorry, I lost my train of thought.
it's all good.
Yeah, you can come back to me. Sorry. I was
Did you
really-
want to come in
feel
on
like,
something?
Yeah, I feel like that goes both ways. Like,
What does?
speaking for all of us, like, for example, like, you're not gonna walk up to a not that pretty girl and talk to her
As a guy?
as a guy. Yeah.
Have you heard of 2 a.m.? I mean,
I
but
don't
like,
know.
yeah.
no, I mean, well,
But like relationship wise, okay. Hookup wise, maybe yeah. But relationship wise, you're not going to like be at a bar and walk up to an ugly girl trying to be in a relationship with her. You're gonna walk up to the prettiest girl that you see in the bar, going for girls too. You're gonna walk up to the most attractive guy you see in the bar. Like everything first, initially, I believe, is based off appearance.
I would actually disagree. Like when you say the guys go up to the most attractive girl, I actually think it's kind of more like the average, maybe like above average girls that actually get the most attention because most guys see like the really, really, really hot girl and some guys actually might be like, I got no chance.
Well, I
so they're
guess-
actually the girls who are like 7s and 6s and like, bro, those are the girls that are putting up numbers for sure.
Yeah. Well, I guess just like what's attractive to you, like as a person.
Yeah, but I
wouldn't
mean,
say, like-
I think, and actually, I think women can make up for it, their looks in some ways, and that's by being feminine, submissive. Like if a girl like can bring you peace, I think most men would sacrifice on the looks front if she brings you peace. She's feminine, she's submissive. So I think a lot of men would like. I think you ask most men, would you rather have like a chick who's a 9, who's a smoke show, who's an absolute babe, but she's a fucking bitch and just, you know,
I think that
just
goes
like
for women,
masculine
too.
and uncooperative and all this stuff and promiscuous. That's the other thing. If men will, how do I word this? If you have a low body count, or if you're a virgin or you have a low body count, men will that can bump you up in terms of your attractiveness to a guy.
I think that goes both ways though. With
yeah.
women, like women want
Low body
a
counts.
guy who, I mean, it's better than having a
Yes.
high body count for sure.
Well, I think some women do have that position. Like some women obviously don't want a guy who's promiscuous. However, a lot of women, and I think this is a bit more of a tame panel, but a lot of women will say, I don't care about body count. Body count doesn't matter, blah, blah, blah. Like it's not a thing to them. And because men and women kind of value different things, I do think it's 100% something that some women do care about. However, I think it comes down to experience, and women value experience.